A solo backcountry trip is a goal for many.
We are off. Maybe.
To test our skills and abilities, to face challenges.
A thunderstorm rolled in.
And overcome those challenges. To prove that we can survive out there alone, or not. I have been dreaming of camping at OSA Lake in Colerne for years. OSA stands for the Ontario Society of Artists. Canada's most famous landscape painters, the Group of Seven, were among its members. The OSA was instrumental in preserving this wilderness area and the creation of Colerne Provincial Park.
Okay. Ready?
Nestled within the white quartzite ridges of the La Cloche mountain range, OSA Lake is known for its crystal clear waters and even has 2 island campsites that I wish to experience. It's really difficult to get a spot on OSA. Typically, its 5 sites get booked up as soon as reservations open. The last 2 trips that I'd actually managed to book had to be canceled. I was supposed to go with friends in October of 2020, and it was going to be the first trip in my brand new canoe. But a forecast of major thunderstorms and overnight temperatures of -1 degrees Celsius caused my friends to bail, and having never gone solo before, I made the last-minute heartbreaking decision to cancel.
Go. Keep going.
I was supposed to go with friends in May of 2021. It was going to be the first trip of the season and still the first backcountry trip for my new canoe. But due to the pandemic restrictions at the time, the parks were closed down and they canceled my reservation. Then in July, I decided I was ready to attempt my first solo trip, alone, just myself and my dog in the backcountry.
Yes, good girl. Oh, geez. What are you doing?
I started looking at what lakes were available, and that's when I saw it. One night available on OSA Lake, this weekend. So, after 2 canceled trips, well over 5 hours of driving, and about 6 hours of solo paddling and portaging, I find myself here. Turns out, a trip to OSA Lake wasn't supposed to be my canoe's first backcountry adventure, nor the first one of that season. Maybe, just maybe, this whole time, OSA Lake was waiting until I was ready to go there all on my own.
I made it to OSA Lake. Just taking a moment to appreciate that we made it here, finally, to OSA Lake. And it's so beautiful and so calm. The sun is shining. We still have some daylight left to find our campsite here on OSA Lake in Colerne with Nova, my pup, and me on our first solo backcountry adventure. Hey Nova, you're such a good girl. You getting tired? A lot of paddling and portaging today. And the end result is this beautiful place for the night. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, isn't it, Nova? What do you think? I'm so glad it's calm. I don't think I'd have the energy to battle the wind. Finally here on OSA Lake. We're gonna check this first campsite up on the left and see if it's free. And it is not free. So we keep on paddling. Hello. Yeah. OSA.
This year's dance?
Yeah, for one night, then Colerne tomorrow.
Oh, okay. This is our last night here too.
Oh, nice. It's my first night in the park.
Oh, wow. That is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, not too bad. About 6 hours
Wow.
from George Lake.
Ooh,
So,
amazing.
yeah, not bad solo. So,
Oh, that's good. You know that the one at the very end is taken?
okay.
We paddled around today, so it looked like the island was open, and it looked like the one to the left here was open.
Okay, awesome. I'll just go have a look.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy.
Thank you. I've been wanting to come here for years and finally made it happen.
Right on. Enjoy your night. What an accomplishment.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yes, you too.
Thanks.
Got a great companion.
I do. She's only 6 months old.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, wonderful.
Oh my goodness. I can hardly believe it. We are headed over to the Big Island site. And it looks like it might be free. This is usually the coveted campsite on OSA that everyone wants. And it's one of the reasons why I've always wanted to come to OSA is the possibility of camping on an island. So, if this site is actually free, I can't believe my luck. Let's go have a look. Hopefully tomorrow has similar weather, because this is just gorgeous. And I think Nova's tuckered out. Okay, so I'm just looking for a good place to dock. I'm gonna check over here first. It's kind of the way the wind's going. sometimes kind of at the back of a site, it's easier to get in. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. Oh, I can't believe this is our site. I don't think anyone's here. Let's go back around the other side. This looks like the easiest, least damaging to my canoe. There we go. Okay. Let me get around you. Oh, Nova. Get in there. Ugh. Home sweet home. How's it look? Here, let's get this off you. Let's get this off you. Oh, I bet you're excited. We made it. Oh, this campsite is sweet. Oh my goodness. Some nice breeze that'll keep the bugs away. Whew. I cannot believe this site's free. Wow. Oh my God. Goes in here. Hang this on a tree. There's usually a nail in the trees in the provincial parks. Okay, so I love this thing. It's my platypus water filter and it's 4 liters. I just filled it up a few minutes ago and it's already almost done. You put the dirty water in the dirty bag and then hook it up, and it uses gravity to go down the hose filter and the hose into the clean water bag. So clean, safe drinking water. Peppers? Are you having fun? She's having a great time. So it is morning here on OSA Lake, and it's just a beautiful morning. The sun is shining. We slept in a little bit. It's about 25 after 8, but I was very tired after traveling yesterday. And so now we are dressed for the day. It's time to go check out the thunderbugs and get the bear hang down so we can have some coffee. And so here is our thunderbugs. And this is where we do our business. Okay, now it's time to go get our bear hang down. So yesterday I hung a rope in a tree, and then hung the food and any scented things like toothpaste so that the bears are less likely to find it. They are in airtight bags, watertight, and there they are. That's my bear hang up there. The best I could do for little me all on my own. I think I did okay. Yeah, so it's time to get that down so we can have some coffee, most importantly. I have tried different bear hang methods. I like this one. And since I'm not staying the night here again, we will take the rope with us. If we were staying an extra night, we would just unclip these bags and leave the rope. So I have dealt with so much tangled paracord trying to do bear hangs that this time I tried something and it actually worked really well. I kind of like a safety rope for paddling, coiled the rope into this bag. It's just like a reusable produce bag from Sobeys, and I just coil the rope into the bag like you would like a throw rope when you're paddling. And then when you get to the end, I like to leave the end of the rope out and then just kind of do a little twist, and then since it's a big bag, wrap it around like so. And then I use the little bag that came with the produce bags. I think it came in a pack of 5 or 4. And then use that to stuff a rock in and tie the paracord around and throw it over the branch to get the rope over the branch. So here is my little homemade bear hang kit. And it'll be all ready to go for night. We are going to be staying at Colerne Lake. Okay, so I just want to show you something that I love about Colerne, and it is what the rocks are made out of here. There's so much of this white quartz, and when you're hiking and walking along, you just see these sparkly, brilliant white rocks, and it's what these mountains are made out of. The La Cloche Range. And I wonder why, or if maybe that's why this place makes me feel so good. Because I'm literally surrounded, even underfoot, by white quartz. But it's just so cool. Just walk along and find these white sparkly rocks everywhere.
So as I was getting packed up to leave, a thunderstorm rolled in, and it's pretty loud. I have managed to get all my gear in the tent, and I'm just kind of working on getting as much packed up as I can so that if this passes, I will have a chance to leave. I just don't think it's safe for me to travel in a canoe in the middle of a lake in a thunderstorm. So, and I checked the weather this morning on my Garmin satellite device, and it said 10% chance of rain, partly cloudy. So it was wrong. So we'll see. If worst case scenario, I have to stay here another night instead of moving on over to Colerne Lake, which is fine. I personally don't mind that at all. It's just I feel bad if I'm taking this site from someone who's reserved it. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully someone canceled and isn't going to be coming to OSA tonight, or maybe I can stay here an extra night. But I'm supposed to be out of here at 2, and I think it is around, let's see, this is my Garmin device. It is 11:42, and it was so beautiful and sunny this morning, and I should have, I don't know where my camera is to be looking at you guys, but anyway, it may pass, so I'm packing up as much as possible so that I'm ready. And it was gorgeous this morning. I totally could have gone, but I wanted to spend as much time on OSA as possible. And yeah,
yeah, so we're just going to sit in the tent and enjoy this thunderstorm. And maybe we'll stay at OSA another night. Or maybe we'll make it to Colerne. We will have to see.
What you barking at? Well, I think the storm has passed. I might try to finish packing up and leaving, although now the wind's picking up, so hopefully we haven't missed our chance. Okay, so we just made it across OSA to the portage. Can you hear that thunder? So I booked it across the lake because I think there's another possible thunderstorm rolling in. So, and I totally forgot to check the time and to start my tracking on my Garmin satellite, and because I would really like to know how long that took me. Maybe 45 minutes, I'm guessing. Less, maybe half an hour, which is pretty darn good. I broke out the kayak paddle that I brought because rain is one thing, thunder is another, and I don't want to be stuck in the middle of a lake in a thunderstorm. But I'm just taking a break here before this portage, and just the water here in OSA is so crystal clear. It's absolutely beautiful. So gorgeous. And I'm glad we're on land, so we'll get ready and work on getting to the other side of this portage and then check the weather. If need be, we can always camp out here, wait for the storm to pass. But yeah, that was OSA Lake. So beautiful. So this is where we're going to wait out the storm until we don't see any more lightning or hear thunder. Enjoying one of my most absolute favorite things, and that is the rain. And we're just gonna chill here for a bit under our cozy little canoe. I think the rain is slowing down. The birds are starting to sing. The sun's trying to come out. I haven't seen any more lightning. I think we're gonna finish our snack and then head on out. We are off. Maybe. Okay. And we're off. Whew.
So it's about 3:30 and we are about to navigate through this little beaver dam that we passed through yesterday. And then there's this kind of boggy bit that I found very challenging to navigate through yesterday against the wind. But we just went little by little from one log to the next. It was not graceful, but we did see a deer there. So this is the shorter portage between OSA and Colerne Lake. It's not bad. It's a little bit tougher to navigate paddle-wise. I have not tried the other portage because it is longer. I believe 455 meters. And when I'm by myself, that's a long way. I do it twice. Once with my pack and once with my canoe. And now I'm starting to hear thunder again after we didn't hear any for a while. So we are going to do our best to find a campsite before that storm reaches us, if it does. Okay, so beaver dams, you have to pull yourself over, unless you can power through it, but I didn't have enough speed there. Otherwise I probably could have. Pretty chill beaver dam. Sometimes there's water rushing over them. And so yeah, this is that boggy area. So we're headed that way, and I met some people on the portage who said that they just left a campsite from Colerne, and it's one of the ones that I am shooting for. So hopefully I don't have to paddle all the way to the other end of the lake. It's one that's decently close, and also close for my paddle out tomorrow. So this area is just gorgeous. All the water lilies. And those quartz mountains. Oh, there's that deer. Hello, deer. Yes, we came through here yesterday as well. We saw that deer in that exact same spot yesterday. I think it's a deer. Don't think it's a moose. Maybe. No? Oh yeah, it's a deer. It's got big ears. stunning. Oh, gotta watch where we're going here. So when I am paddling with a partner, I much prefer the bow seat so that I can just paddle and not worry about steering, and then just get lost in the landscape. But paddling solo has been a phenomenal experience as well. I've realized I'm far more capable than I ever thought. And I imagine that is true for each and every one of us. So if there's something that you've always wanted to do, go prepare yourself, get ready, learn everything you need to, and then do it. Because why else are we here? Just the reflection in the water. It's just so beautiful. I feel like the group of 7 really noticed those reflections in their paintings. And this park was one of their favorite places to paint. It's so close to my heart, being an artist myself. I believe there's a campsite on the other side of this point. Does not look occupied, but it is very steep. Oh, unless I go in over there, back there, but then getting the gear over, maybe that is where you're supposed to go. I think the people on the portage rated it a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Okay, since the weather is beautiful now, let's check out some other sites further along and see if they're taken. Alright, so that was site 23. Let's check out 22 and 21. I kind of wanted 19. When I paddled through yesterday, that site looked awesome. And it's also that much closer to where I need to be tomorrow. So it's less work tomorrow for me to paddle out and then drive all the way home. Oh, those flies. Is that fly bugging you, Nova? They get right on into your fur, don't they? Okay, so Colerne Lake does go on up that way, but that takes us further from where we need to go tomorrow. So we're gonna try and stay on this side of the lake. Oh, there's definitely people at that one. Hello.
Hope you got a little bit wet.
Yeah.
Having fun though.
Oh yeah. Nothing better than this.
Nice dog.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, she's just a puppy, 6 months old. Yeah. It's her third canoe trip, so she's got the hang of it.
Yeah, looks like it.
That site that they have is wicked cool. Kind of wanted it as a second choice, but let's go have a look and see. 21 is coming up. Oh, please don't rock the boat, Miss Nova. See that rock right there? Saw that. Looks like it's been scraped. You can kind of tell how it jiggles the surface of the water. You gotta keep an eye out for that. Oh, yep. This is a campsite. Not bad. I don't think anyone's there. All right, so that's an option. Closer. Let's go see if 19's available. So 19 should be kind of up here on the left. It looks empty so far. Oh, are they paddling to it? I want this site. And there's a canoe up ahead coming this way. And they might be looking for a site too. Ooh, rocks. I'm too excited. Pretty sure this is a campsite. Okay, come on. So this Site 19 on Colerne Lake is actually quite a nice site. I kind of came around the side and there's a little kind of beach area here. And then coming up here, the fire pit area. And where I pitched my tent as well. Is up here with this beautiful view. So I am pretty darn proud of this bear hang of mine from yesterday. All the way up there. And time to take it down and have some coffee. I made it out. It was quite the journey out. I paddled through Freeland Lake, which is a pretty small lake, and I was paddling into a headwind, and it took me a long time, and it was very difficult. And then when I reached the portage, which is just a small little 80-meter portage into George Lake, I was thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to paddle across George Lake, which is big, when the wind's blowing against me and it's quite strong. And so my plan was to just wait at the portage for conditions to improve a little bit, maybe like the evening, the wind would die down, and if necessary, camp out there overnight until the morning's a bit calmer. But thankfully, this wonderful family came by, the Mason family, Sonia and her husband, I didn't catch his name, and their 3 daughters, Sarah, Lucy, and Abby. Oh my goodness, they were so helpful. Sonia sat in the bow of my canoe, so I had a partner to help me paddle through George Lake. Thankfully, I don't know how I would have made it otherwise. It would have been, I'd still be paddling, trying to make it. So I am so forever grateful to the Mason family for helping me out. And just thinking about this solo trip, I'm gonna tear up. But I really relied on the kindness of strangers. I could do it all myself. I absolutely can. But there were always people on the portages willing to help me lift my canoe just to get it on my shoulders, and just little like that makes such a big difference because it saves my energy. Because doing a trip like this alone is a lot. And yeah, it just really makes me realize how wonderful people are. Everyone I met was just fantastic. And it was a wonderful experience. Would definitely do it again. I would probably want to stay several nights in one spot instead of moving every night. It's just so much work for one person. But yeah. Anyway, the drive home.
Any favorite adventures so far? You've done a few. Any
Yes.
favorite memories, trips?
Definitely my first solo trip about a month ago to Colerne.
How was that?
It was amazing.
Why did you want to go solo?
I think just to test myself is a part of it. But
How would you find it? How would you say that the experience was different than being with people?
it was nice because I could be on my own schedule and do things my own way.
Like go to the campsites you wanted to
Exactly.
and not get held back?
Now we're actually booked.
Yes. And I could follow all the rules all by myself.
And still be a pirate?
Yeah. And then, but it was also a lot of work to do everything yourself, and it takes a lot of time. But it's awesome, especially with Nova.
Tell us what got you into all of this.
I think it's my love of nature and just being out. And I love paddling and canoeing in general. And a part of me has always just wanted to go off into the woods by myself and never come back. But every time I come out here, I kind of meet amazing people along the way on the portages, while paddling, you guys. And
Aww.
I realize that it's actually all about connection.